What's up, you guys? I'm Howard, and today we're going to talk about what does your home insurance actually cover. So let's talk about the first thing, which is your dwelling coverage. Now, when you have a house or a property, dwelling coverage is typically going to be like your walls in, walls out type of coverage. It's going to typically be for things like, heavy windstorm or a hailstorm, maybe lightning or fire inside the house. That's typically what it's going to cover. Every insurance policy is a little bit different, so you're going to want to talk to your insurance agent to really find out what dwelling coverage entails. Now, my number two thing is other structures on the property. So if you have like a detached garage or a workshop and something happens to that, sometimes your insurance coverage will actually cover the buildings on the property, not just the house itself. But double check in your policy because it'll tell you what is covered and what isn't covered. Now, number three is personal property. Sometimes it'll cover like clothing, electronics, furniture. Just double check because you don't want to have a big major catastrophe and find out that, hey, you know what, all your furniture is damaged and the insurance company's not going to take care of it. So that's something that I would look into and just make sure that you're totally covered. And the last thing is liability coverage. So let's say someone comes in your house, they trip and fall, they break their leg, they sue you. Sometimes your homeowner's insurance company will come and take care of that liability. They'll go ahead and pay for the medical bills, maybe pay for the attorney, pay to even have that item repaired so it's not an issue in the future. Now, a few things that it's typically not covering by default, unless you pay extra for this or unless your insurance agent says, hey, this actually comes with it, is typically earthquake or flood. Now, if you have an earthquake and your home shatters and it breaks, sometimes your insurance company will not cover that. That is typically an additional insurance rider to add on. It's gonna cost a lot more, but you would typically be protected if an earthquake were to happen. Now, the other thing is flood. Now, if your house gets flooded, stuff like that, that may or may not be covered under your current homeowner's insurance policy. So that's something I would look into to make sure that you are covered. Another thing too that may not be covered is pre-existing conditions. So let's say you have this big tree and the tree branch is overhanging on the roof and it's touching the roof and it were to break and collapse on your roof. Sometimes the insurance company will say, hey, you know what, that was already a pre-existing condition. We're not gonna cover that. So just make sure you talk to your insurance agent to find out what is covered, what isn't covered. Take some time, research your policy. This is super important because you've got an asset that's worth hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars. And for a little policy to cover so much, make sure you know what you're getting yourself into. That's it for this video. I hope you watch more of these videos. I'm gonna put out some more insane content to help you be successful, make money in real estate. I will catch you on the next one.